Hey guys, this is Anthony Giuliano. This is the AJ show where we recap Monday Night Raw for tonight. Um, this show was definitely a lot of information leading into the Elimination Chamber. There was a lot of matches that happened. There was qualifying matches for the Chamber. There was just a lot of stuff to unpack. Um, Definitely a lot of stuff from the press conference that Cody Rhodes did come out and Seth Rollins did come out to talk about, which we are going to get right into because Cody Rhodes did come out. I believe that was the first segment. He came out. He talked about what you guys want to talk about. He talked about how the crowd wants. We want Cody in the main event of WrestleMania. And then he talks about finishing the story, getting slapped by The Rock, and saying that he's going to fight The Rock back at some point. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get a segment or promo segment between Cody, The Rock, and Roman Reigns before WrestleMania at some point. So I'm pretty sure Cody's gonna probably slap or punch Rock in the face. And then Seth Rollins comes out and says that he was happy to have Cody Rhodes back at the press conference, and that he has his back going into WrestleMania, and he's willing to fight side by side with Cody against the Bloodline because Seth Rollins definitely wants to see Cody finish the story just like everyone else does. And that's basically how the first segment of Monday Night Raw went, basically. And then I believe the next one was Imperium versus the New Day with Jey Uso. 6-man tag team match. The New Day and Jey Uso ended up getting the W with Jey Uso doing his Uso splash onto one of, I believe, Renchi for the W. And they did say Gunther's going to wrestle Jey Uso for the Intercontinental Champion next Monday night on Raw. So looking forward to that. But I believe Gunther's going to take that W against Jey Uso just because they're trying to get Gunther past the Honky Tonk Man if Gunther hasn't broke the record for the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. Next we have Liv Morgan versus Zoe Stark, which is a women's qualifying match, which is a no-brainer. We knew Liv Morgan was going to come back and end up picking up the W on this one. She did announce last week or during the bump that she's on her Liv Morgan revenge tour going into WrestleMania. So this is her first step of her revenge tour. So she did pick up the W here. Nothing really to talk about. Match was, your normal qualifying match, and you kind of already knew who was gonna win this match. So moving on to the next match, another one. Another qualifying match is Bronson Reed versus Bobby Lashley. Here, I'm a little surprised with this match just because I would have thought Bronson Reed would have won against Bobby Lashley because I thought the Karrion Kross would come out to cost Bobby Lashley the match. And not only that, but Bronson Reed is from Australia, so I figured he would be the highlight of the Elimination Chamber, going to his home country. So, me personally, I thought Bronson Reed was going to beat Bobby Lashley with the interference of Authors of Pain and Karrion Kross, but apparently Bobby Lashley picked up the W with a spear. And that's all she wrote on that match. The next one is Ibar versus LA Knight. Yeah. This is another Elimination Chamber qualifying matches, which again, you would expect the same result. LA Knight beating Ibar. My prediction, or what I thought about this match, I would have thought AJ Styles was going to come out and cost LA Knight his qualifying match, because apparently LA Knight cost AJ his qualifying match against Drew McIntyre on Friday Night SmackDown. So I thought AJ would have came out to cost LA Knight his qualifying match. But yet again, going into a Elimination Chamber, for someone like Ibar to be in a high-profile Elimination Chamber premium live event pay-per-view, it just didn't make sense with his story, or just the storyline that they go on with Ibar and stuff like that. So I could see why they went with LA Knight, just to put some star power into the Elimination Chamber. The next one we have R-Truth versus JD McDonough. There was a backstage segment where Damian Priest told R-Truth that it's not funny to be with the Judgment Day, to cut out the crap, and tonight would be a execution if to give a example, I guess, really out of R-Truth. So JD picks up the W, and then after the match, R-Truth started fighting JD McDonough, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor, and then he turns around and gets I believe a forearm to the face, and then it was a 4-on-1 beatdown until Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa came out with chairs to save R-Truth from getting more hurt from the beatdown. The next, we have a vignette with Andrade talking about he has a clear path or a clear direction on where his career is going. So that was a pretty cool looking vignette. He talks about winning the NXT champion and the United States champion, and he wants more, and he's going to come for more. So super excited to see his second run in WWE and see where it takes him. Hopefully it takes him as far as he wants to go. Next we have Becky Lynch segment. Becky Lynch comes out, talks about the Elimination Chamber, cheers. She got lemonade in her cup and cheers to Rhea Ripley for good luck against Nia Jax at the Elimination Chamber. And then Nia Jax comes out all sober, saying how she wants to be this good mother like Becky Lynch, and hopefully she could have kids one day and be half the mother that Becky Lynch is and stuff like that. And then Rhea Ripley comes out and charges the ring. So Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley starts fighting each other. And then there was a point where Rhea Ripley almost ran into Becky Lynch in the corner with her drink, and ended up Nia Jax ended up um, um, jumping on both of them, Bailey in the corner, which Becky Lynch did drop her drink and fell out the ring. And then Becky Lynch climbed to the top rope and super kicked Nia Jax out the ring, and then faced off with Rhea Ripley. And then Rhea Ripley big booted Nia Jax off the ring apron. And that's how they ended up that segment. So they are teasing Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania every single week. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be possibly the match at WrestleMania. Yet again, it's a prediction. Not 100% sure, but in my own opinion, that's the road that we are going down. So we'll have to wait and see if that is the right road that we are predicting. And then the main event was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. Drew McIntyre comes out towards the end of the match and courses Sami Zayn the match against Shinsuke with the Shachasa. And then after the match, it was a straight beatdown, 2-on-1. And then Cody Rhodes comes out to save the day. And then we also get Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for next week. And then we also have a last chance battle royal for the last spot for the women's elimination qualifying match. But getting back to the main event, Cody Rhodes comes out, beats up Shinsuke and Drew McIntyre, saves the day for Sami Zayn. It was a pretty good match. I feel like we are getting into a losing streak with Sami Zayn just because he lost to Randy Orton Friday night, and now he lost to Shinsuke this week, and then Monday night he also lost to Drew McIntyre, and then he came back at the Rumble, lost the Rumble. So Sami Zayn's on this path of losing every single match. So at some point, he's either gonna do a heel turn or he's gonna have a redemption story of being a babyface and just start winning. Possibly, I know this is too far out, but he could possibly win Money in the Bank if this is the way his story's going, where he loses every match for the next few months, and then July comes and he ends up getting the Money in the Bank to change his whole career, his whole losing streak and everything like that. That could be another heel turn for Sami Zayn if he does win the Money in the Bank briefcase, but again, that's my far prediction for like the next 6 months. But for right now, we got to get back to talking about the road to WrestleMania. So Sami Zayn takes the L on this one. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot more L's coming from Sami Zayn, just because they're trying to build this story with him that I could see. So I'm very excited to see where his story is going, because I'm a big Sami Zayn fan and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see where this story goes as far as the next 6 months for him. You also got to figure out what exactly would he be doing for WrestleMania. Is he going to be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal? Um, is he even going to make the WrestleMania card? That's another big if. Um, he could be completely off of WrestleMania. I don't, just because of uh, his story, or like there's no direction with Sami Zayn besides losing right now. So again, we just have to let it play out and see. But I'm super excited for the Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, because they did a WrestleMania 40 trailer right before the Super Bowl yesterday. So I'm super excited to see um, how this comes about. Like I said, Seth Rollins came out with Cody Rhodes and says, "Hey, I got your back. You don't have to fight the Bloodline by yourself. You don't have to fight The Rock by yourself." So it looks like we might be getting a tag team match at some point. A lot of people predicting night one of WrestleMania will get this tag team match. It could be after WrestleMania. I don't know. On Friday night, we also saw Triple H making sure that everyone knows that he is the boss. He is control, and everything goes through Triple H. So it looks like we're gonna get a story with power and control of the company. So I think that's where we're heading. Um, there's probably gonna be a big match, where Triple H puts his control on the line, The Rock's put his control on the line, and the winner gets control of WWE, I guess. So the last time we had something like this was, I believe, with John Cena at Survivor Series. John Cena's team versus the Authority team, I believe. And John Cena ended up winning and taking the Authority away from Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. So it looks like we're gonna go down with this storyline. I believe, again, nothing's been confirmed, but from me watching, as a fan, I think this is where we're heading. Again, it's just a prediction, just seeing long-term storytelling. So I think this is where we are heading to. We still don't know when this tag team match will happen, or if it's gonna happen. Nothing been confirmed. Possibly Friday Night SmackDown. We'll get more information, because last Friday it was announced Rock and Roman will be on Friday Night SmackDown. So it's a must-see SmackDown, and it'll give a lot of people a lot of information going into the road of WrestleMania, and we'll get a lot of answers between Triple H, Rock, Roman, Cody, and Seth. So I'm not sure if Seth is going to be on SmackDown this week, but we'll see. But other than that, I'll give it a B plus. Monday Night Raw, wasn't bad. A lot of information came out of Monday Night Raw, with qualifying matches, the um, the reactions from the press conference and stuff like that. So yeah, so like I said, it wasn't a bad show. So so that's about it. The next time I'm doing this would probably be Friday Night SmackDown. So make sure you guys subscribe. Stay tuned. We're gonna do a SmackDown recap on Friday Night SmackDown. Can't wait. There's gonna be lots and lots of information to talk about after Friday Night SmackDown. With The Rock and Roman Reigns being there, Cody Rhodes possibly being there. So I'm super excited to watch the show and give you guys a recap. So have a good night, guys.